Welcome to a journey that begins with a coin so small that many people would not even bother to pick it up off the street, yet in reality this little piece of copper-coated metal can hide a story that is larger than life. Today we are talking about the Liberty 1 cent from the year 2021, a coin that most people see as just another penny in their pocket or purse, but in certain rare conditions and under very unique circumstances this very coin has been valued in the collector's market at as much as $154 million. Yes, you heard that number correctly. A coin worth only a single cent by face value has the potential in its most extraordinary examples to reach into a value that competes with the world's most famous treasures. This is the fascinating universe of coin collecting, where history, rarity, condition, and sheer collector passion combine to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. The 1-cent coin has been an icon of American coinage for more than a century. The design we know today, featuring the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, began its journey all the way back in 1909 when the nation marked the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Victor David Brenner created the portrait that has since become one of the most familiar images in American life, a constant reminder of the president who held the Union together during its greatest trial. For decades the Lincoln cent has been the coin most Americans see and touch every single day, slipping through generations of hands and telling a story of continuity and identity. By 2021 the Lincoln cent had already been minted for well over 100 years, making it the longest-running design in United States coinage. Over the decades the reverse changed from the wheat ears of the early years to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959 and finally to the Union Shield design introduced in 2010. The 2021 1 cent carries this Union Shield on the reverse, a strong emblem representing unity, defense, and resilience of the nation. The shield with 13 vertical stripes joined under a single banner echoes the idea that many states come together as one nation under liberty. So every 2021 penny is not just a coin, it is a tiny piece of patriotic symbolism that fits in the palm of your hand. Now, you may ask, if billions of these coins are produced every year, why would one of them be worth $154 million? The answer lies in a mix of rarity, condition, and minting errors that occur in only a handful of examples. In 2021 the United States Mint struck over 7 billion Lincoln cents between its facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The overwhelming majority of these coins will never be worth more than face value. They clink in cash registers, fill up jars, and roll through the pockets of everyday Americans. But among them are a select few with extraordinary qualities that make collectors' hearts race and bidding paddles rise at auction houses. The first factor is condition. A 2021 cent in mint state condition, with blazing red copper surfaces, no scratches, no handling marks, and a strike so sharp that every detail of Lincoln's coat hair and the shield lines shine with perfection, already commands a premium. Grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service and the Numismatic Guarantee Company certify coins on a scale up to 70 points. A 2021 penny graded MS68 or MS69 red is already a rarity because it means the coin is virtually flawless. Collectors chase these examples fiercely because so few survive without the tiniest imperfections. The second factor is error varieties. The minting process, even with modern machinery, is never completely free from mistakes. In fact, errors are what drive the market's most fascinating stories. A 2021 cent could have a doubled die obverse, where the date or the motto "In God We Trust" appears doubled under magnification. It could have a misaligned die strike, leaving part of the design off-center. It could be struck on the wrong planchet, such as a blank intended for a foreign coin or for another denomination. These errors can be dramatic and visible to the naked eye, or subtle and only discovered under close inspection. But when they are rare and spectacular, they turn the coin into a one-of-a-kind piece. Imagine a 2021 penny that was struck twice by accident with overlapping images, creating a ghost-like effect. Imagine another that was struck on a dime planchet, making it thinner, smaller, and silver-colored, but still carrying Lincoln's portrait. Imagine a cent with the mint mark misplaced or doubled, or with broad strikes that make it spill beyond its usual round shape. These are the moments when collectors recognize uniqueness and realize that they may be holding a coin no one else in the world possesses. This uniqueness is what drives astronomical auction results. The third factor is market demand and collector psychology. Coins are not just about metal and rarity. They are about the story they tell and the desire they create. A 2021 penny that is discovered with a dramatic error certified at the highest grade, and given coverage in numismatic circles can ignite bidding wars between wealthy collectors who want the prestige of owning something legendary. This is how a coin can jump from being worth cents to being worth millions. The $154 million valuation represents the extraordinary peak of such a scenario where the combination of rarity, perfection, and demand creates a once-in-a-lifetime record breaker. But the story of the 2021 penny is not just about money. It is also about continuity of history. This coin was minted during a time of global challenges and social changes. It carries with it the resilience of a nation that has weathered hardships and looks toward the future. In a way, each penny minted in 2021 is a snapshot of that year in America's journey, an artifact that future generations will look back on with curiosity. Now let us imagine the thrill of discovery. You pick up a penny from the ground or sort through a jar of change and something catches your eye. The luster looks different, the strike looks sharper, or perhaps the letters seem doubled. You take out a magnifying glass and suddenly realize you may be staring at something far from ordinary. You send it to a grading service and it comes back with a grade of MS69 red and a certification that it has a dramatic double die error. At that moment you are no longer holding a simple penny. You are holding a treasure that the market values in the millions, maybe even over 100 million, depending on demand. That is the excitement that fuels collectors, the possibility that a life-changing coin could be hiding in plain sight. It is important to know how to protect such coins. Handling should always be done with clean, dry hands, or better yet with cotton gloves. The coin should be stored in a protective holder to prevent scratches or exposure to air that could cause discoloration. Never clean the coin because cleaning actually damages the surface and destroys value. Proper care can mean the difference between a coin worth only a fraction of its potential and one that commands a record price. Auctions are where these legendary coins often shine brightest. Imagine a crowded room of numismatic enthusiasts, dealers, and collectors. The auctioneer presents a 2021 Lincoln cent with a dramatic error certified at the highest grade, and the bidding begins. Numbers climb quickly, hundreds become thousands, thousands become millions, and soon the room is buzzing as the figure passes into the tens of millions. When the hammer finally falls at $154 million, headlines are made across the world. That is the kind of story that cements the 2021 penny in the pantheon of great coins. So when we say that the Liberty 1 cent from 2021 is worth a lot of money, we are talking about far more than its face value. We are talking about a perfect storm of condition, rarity, errors, and collector passion that has the potential to transform the most ordinary coin into one of the most valuable artifacts on Earth. It is a reminder that history and fortune sometimes hide in the smallest corners, that treasures can still be found in pocket change, and that the next legendary coin might be waiting quietly in your possession. The story of the 2021 Liberty 1 cent is the story of how America's most common coin became one of its most extraordinary treasures. From Lincoln's portrait and the Union Shield to minting errors and record-breaking values, it is a tale of heritage, craftsmanship, and human fascination. And it is a story that continues because every time you pick up a penny there is a chance that you may be holding a piece of history worth more than gold.